Each time I mention the world, some of us might not know what I'm referring to. Just two things, two things. See, these two things, brethren, if you remove it from your life, you are going to be the best of the best of the bestest that you have ever imagined. Number one, and I'm talking about the biblical sense. I'm not motivating you in the world. If I'm doing that motivation, yes, I can say different things. But these two things are the main important one. They call it the lust of the eyes. Lust of the eyes. The second one is, you can guess it, the pride of life. Those are the two things. When it comes to kingdom mindset, you have to do away with these two. Lust of the eyes, because immediately you hear lust, you say, thank God, I'm not a manizer or a womanizer. But you like gold. Oh, you like to make good hair. Some people, instead, the money they have used to make hair, it could have done an investment. But they don't care, I need to look good. That's the lust of the eye. What are you looking good for? Your flesh will still go down as dust upon dust. What's the point? And I'm not saying you won't look good. I'm just saying delay gratification. I'm saying just delay this in 2 years. I got to the understanding of this when I knew that before you can make it in Nigeria, either you have a job. Of course, nobody is helping us. You know that already. If your parents could help you, they would add. And they're already old, so their own opportunities are even limited. Now, you can only help yourself by just getting a job, which jobs are far-fetched. Or you do business, or you do partnership. Partnership is usually longer. Business is longer. Job is faster if you have the certification for it. When I became a driver, I thought about it. The mechanical engineering certificate I have, nobody's going to employ me. So I was like, okay, what other value can I offer? I know how to drive, and I went into driving. At least that survived me for a few years. So look at your life now. What do you have in the marketplace that you can turn to money? That's the value. Can you partner with someone who you can stay with for the next 2, 3, 4, 5 years till the person blow? And naturally that will make you succeed. Can you do that? Okay, now, let's say you want to be a dogo on your own. Can you save enough and do businesses from A, B, C, like you start from the BRS minimum? How many of us can put pure water bag and go to where they are selling with one pure water bag and start selling? Simply because you want a supermarket. You know, if I want a supermarket takes about 25 million to start, regular one. But now I know I need a supermarket. But if I'm waiting for the Lord to give me 25 million, I'm going to wait in vain. So the only thing now is, I now go and start selling pure water bag that is 500 to make 1,000, and then add maybe fruit to it. And then in 1 year, maybe I'll save 250,000, add something else to it. That's what I call ABC of business. Then you are growing higher. In between, God will smile on you. Somebody will say they are doing something in our church. We are doing some help with people. They give you 500,000. All of a sudden, your investment is now 2 million. Then in 5 years, people will now say, I know where he started from. How many of us have heard that about businessmen? Say, nah, yeah, they sell pure water before. That's how to make it. But you now, you don't want to start from where the people you saw make it. You want to go start from the top. It's bowing down that takes people to the top, not people who want to really go to the top. Genesis chapter 11 verse 4. And I'm making this example from the Tower of Babel. When I saw this, it's quite funny how this even fits into what I'm talking about. We all know what happened in Tower of Babel when everybody in the world said they were going to make a tower to go and meet God in heaven. Genesis chapter 11 verse 4. Let me even read it. Then they said, come, let us build ourselves a city with a tower. Okay, are you putting that up? Okay, let me read again. And they said, are you sure this is it? I can't even see. Genesis chapter 11 verse 4. Let me just read from my paper. Come, let us build ourselves a city with a tower that reaches to the heavens, so that we may make a name for ourselves. Otherwise, we will be scattered over the face of the whole earth. They wanted to go to heaven. We all know what happens. Pride usually goes before destruction, and the hunting spirit will always fall. Every time you plan things on your own, you are not going to achieve it. Now, let me tell you. Look at everything that caused you pain today. Now, you plan them. I am 1,000% sure. Because if God tells you to do something, there can't be pain in it. It's only when you do things on your own. And I mean every facet of life. This street you are living, the house you are living in now, Did you ask God, should I live in this place? When you started living there, you only saw opportunity because probably your friend said there is a rented apartment that is cheap, or I like the first house we took that time. My wife was like, wow, I like this place. It's clean. It has a clinical. 2 weeks into it, rain fall or more. We just carry canoe. We were just from the kitchen now with the swim because it. Mama said we have to leave this house. I said I agree. We were looking at the beauty, nice. The tiles were nice. The wall are clean. I don't know. Say now paint the wall. 1 month into it, you know the wall paint was disintegrating. Abuja, the thing can't soak water. You first be having malaria, typhoid. You're having typhoid from inhaling the wall, and then it continues. Oh, my wife said we have to leave this place. In my mind, I say, hey, why I know if I ask God about this thing? Anything that stresses you, you did not ask. You use your human logic. Don't let me even go to relationship. Why all of us did that table? Just see, this one a fine girl. Fine girl, we get serpent. You know, no. You go dress well. You just discover and say, from the moment I started dating this girl, all the contracts I'm supposed to get, I'm not getting it again, yo. Things will just start going. Now you go come and say, Lord, you now go back to prayer. You see? Instead of praying and starting from bowing, we continue jumping the ladder, and then we expect prayer to rectify what God did not even put us on the place. That is the struggle we have as Christians. That was what happened in Genesis chapter 11 when they said, let us go and build. Because if they had asked God, should we build a tower? God would have said, don't worry. But now then scatter this world. Because it was from there God now scattered all our languages. Before the people of the world were speaking one single language. And that was the problem. So now you now say, you see all this ethnicity, all this wala of Boko Haram and all this stuff started because of that. If everybody was speaking the same language, how you go tell me say you won't bob me? I know here. But once you are Igbo and I speak Yoruba to my Yoruba brother, it's like you are no longer part of us. But assuming everybody is speaking the same language, you think we have division like this? We wouldn't have had it just because some people use human logic. What they did then is affecting us still today. Understand that when it comes to the kingdom of God, forgiveness, for example, is what brings freedom. In the world, revenge is what brings closure. You must revenge. Now that time your mind go. How many of us have been on that table? Now me do and for even 3 years in your mind, the day I cash out. Or if you have opportunity, sometimes, and funny enough, it happens from people who don't have enough. Or if you have stayed with somebody before. If you have lived with someone before and you think they maltreated you, you don't even know why. But in your mind now, let me have money, make God punish them, make their children poor, make them come stay with me again. I will also, and you think that's kingdom? You are now wondering, why did you not make it? If God will allow you make it, if you are God, you go allow yourself make them. Because you are not even thinking right. You are not thinking right. And these are things that shape this future that is not really helping us to shape. Because you have to forgive. That is what brings freedom. But in the world, you have to fight and revenge. That's what brings closure. Omije Ojumi's body was laid to rest, I think during the week. Olubomi. And then, in one video, you see the son who is about 10 years or 12, screaming hard about, everybody was rumoring it, the dad is not there. Okay, look at what we call life. Husband, wife, children. They now said the children doesn't even know the husband. Like they don't know their father. As if we don't know what happened. Maybe, most parents, when husband and wife is fighting, guess who is suffering? The children. Because even the wife will continue to say bad things about the man. Now the woman can't die. And you have already instilled in the children that your father is horrible. We don't know what happened, but we know in marriages things happen, and then the children are angry. As young as that boy is, he's already screaming, I don't want to share the view. For my mind, I say, hell. The woman is no longer, not be waiting your mama tell you now you go carry out. So I'm thinking at 12, I was worried about. You're already this angry to the families of your father. Now who's going to take care of you now? And you are 12. You see, and the woman didn't know she's going to pass early. So she felt she's going to live forever. Whatever that man has done, just forgive. That would have solved this problem, oh. But look at how the problem is compounding. In the nearest future, that boy, now God down the day. Because most people that promise heaven and earth when somebody die, they're not the day. Hallelujah. They're not the day. And it's not because they hate you, it's because their own problem. Imagine if I promise somebody that I'm going to be there for you. Are they there for myself? I'm struggling with myself. You are now saying I should be there for you. But you know that emotion of, you lose your daddy. All of us will say, oh Lord. I've said, God, leave my house. Once you leave my house, 1 week, 2 weeks, what you do in your father's house, you can't do it in my house. Because maybe you wake up by 8. My wife now go first come. He not go come meet you. God say, please, honey, this boy you brought to this house now. Say now like this, you go they wake by 8. Now me go they cook for him. While I don't they come home. You go say, honey, don't worry, I'll go and speak to him. Immediately you get to him and say, Oga, we wake here by 5. You have to wake. He will now say, in his mind, now I know they wake by 5. But now you have to obey. So that kind of boy now in the nearest future, he go hate my family, thinking I will go broke so that he can show my own children. You see what this unforgiveness brings? Cycle, that's not what the Bible is saying.